For breaking news, go to iDiskiTimes.co.za. iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. iDiskiTimes.co.za. After a very long day of work, we are finally closing the last video of the day. And thank you very much as well for being with us throughout all of these videos. I think the one exciting game was the Pirates game, really. It gave us 3 matches with Skukune winning. Well done to Skukune. It is Sundowns 0. Simba was Young Africans, sorry. I wasn't better. It was a Tanzanian. Wrong. I'm calling their rivals instead of, Sundowns away to Young Africans. It's 0-0. It was a game that could have had a goal, really. But to be genuinely honest, I do think that both teams were happy at some point to walk away with a draw, especially the home team, Young Africans. My question, I was asking my analyst, Tso and Junior as well, when we were watching you Young Africans, your best opportunity of getting anything from this game is there at home. Now, if you're going to have every man behind the ball, what's your plan? But they did have a few 1v1s, and Sundowns now, they did have maybe a sniff of opportunities here and there. So, what is your summary of the game, sir?
Mr. Q, I would say a good game. Sundowns is always the watching a matafula the 10 away game and make it a home game. And for me, I think Sundowns, they're very happy. Even though maybe they will question some of the moves or decision making in terms of why they didn't, get a goal. But what I would say is that playing away and, we got the final guy, Uzobuya, Netro. Definitely for Young Africans, for me, stands finish. More feel like South Africa. There's no way those guys will come here and play better than what they did tonight.
Yeah, that's a very good point. So that's why I was saying their best opportunity, Young Africans, was for them at the Benjamin Mkapa Stadium in Tanzania. Win that game there.
Yeah.
Go win at your own place.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you're going to lose here in South Africa. Unless something catastrophic happens, which is it. We've been watching Sundowns year in, year out. Nothing catastrophic happens here. The worst thing is that it could be just a 2-0, or it could be just a 1-0, or it could be just a 2-1, but it will still be a win for Sundowns. Young Africans, were you happy with the fact that they didn't commit too many men forward? Every man behind the ball. What could have they done better?
Well, I think their plan, Mr. Q, especially second half, is that let's come sit and then we'll catch them in the break. Because I think they had about 2 chances. Again, there was a 1v1.
Yeah.
So,
could have converted that, and then they would Umik and Kamodi would have said, that's the plan.
Then we close, then we shut the back door. But what I'm saying is that I think what they're looking at is to catch them on the break. Let's come with Sundowns.
But what does that mean about a home team, though?
Mr. Kew, I don't know a good team. Lendo yake bakafunim last until when? Because if you're gonna sit, one is you're gonna make a mistake, and then they'll get a split pass in between goal. 2, you guys when you win the ball, who's up front there for you guys to create chances? Also,
not even about one person. It speaks about the number, because when you have every man behind the ball, you don't have enough numbers on the other side.
Everyone is in your half. So definitely you've got dominant players to non-players in your half. So chances for you again to break them and play transition, they're going to be slim. So now the worst scenario is that you play a draw home. You're going to go to Loftus, Sundowns, Kanj. Hi.
Well, the positive thing, though, there is a positive. I'm sure some of people from Tanzania will be mentioning this who are watching us. They will say that if you score 1 in South Africa, it means Sundowns will have to score 2. Right? No. Yes. It would mean, because 1-1 draw, it means Young Africans are going through.
Yes.
Although we still don't think that you are stronger than the Sundowns. I don't see how you could beat Sundowns, but then football is football. The positive about not conceding an away goal yourself as a home team is that you have a chance to score, maybe in a corner or whatever. You have a chance to score an away goal on the other side.
But now you need to be careful again. Because for me, I think they're still going to go with the same mentality. I doubt that they will go there to really open the game in terms of we playing away. Let's put more numbers up front, because once Sundowns they score a goal, in their mind it will say, "Hey guys, let's come back and sit so that they don't score a second goal. Maybe we want to get a set piece or whatever the case may be, and then we get one goal. But for now, let's just sit." And they make their life so difficult, Mr. K. I'm not going to lie. Because when you play home, you need to be in control of the game. You need to make sure you create chances, or scoring is one thing that was supposed to be in their mind, to say, no matter what, if we have to play route one, let's play route one and have two players in front of the striker, and then let's go. You know, sometimes playing against Sundowns, you don't have to be smart. Sometimes be dirty. Play route one, boom, two here, and boom, goal, done, finish. Everyone sit. We drag the game until the last minute. But don't try and win the ball. We hit umponzi kancane akasuke lapana ushalulele. Othi we hit kancane umponzi akasuke uRivero. That's what you do.
Yeah.
But now Bona, they just created a worst scenario for themselves, because I don't see them coming back from Pretoria.
All right. Ribeiro, Shalulile, we have to be fair. Yeah. And as strong as South Africa, clearly they didn't score. So it means things didn't work out for them too. Lodge, Shalulile, Ribeiro.
Yeah.
What happened? Like, why couldn't they score? Did they create enough opportunities to score? Did they deserve a draw or a win?
Well, I think it was a tight one, Mr. K, because what young Africans they did was they were not picking them tight. They were picking the spaces, the pockets. Because I think they started very well, Sundowns, to say Sundowns, they use the pockets. So if you're going to pick them tight, then somebody will use that pocket. And that's where they're dangerous. So what they did right, young Africans, was to make sure that in those pockets, they've got people. That's why it was so difficult for Ribeiro to create chances, difficult for Lodge, also Shalulile. You know, you find them in wrong areas, making wrong runs because of frustration of how the defense and the midfielders were organized, very organized. In that, I salute them. But now it comes to say, when they get a ball, that's where life was so difficult also for them. To say, yes, they're frustrated. And they did very well, Mr. Keo. I respect that. Lodge, didn't see the Lodge that we know. Ribeiro, no. Allende,
well, it
no.
didn't help to lose Zungu early on as well.
That was the worst thing that you can ever think of. And I even said, good Junior, yes, Sundowns have got the pool of players that they can come in and do a job. But at this point in time,
his form,
you don't expect him to be out. He's a key player at this moment to go Sundowns. And you know, I hope it's not a serious injury. I hope he's going to be back, because he's a player that really, I'm happy for him. After he came back, he did struggle a bit with the weight in the game time, but now he's back at his feet. He's doing very well. I'm happy for him. I hope it's not a serious injury. He will be back by next week.
All right, there you go. Thank you very much to Mr. Tso, and thank you very much to you as well for watching and following us throughout this long, very hectic, busy day. No regrets from us. Sometimes the work will ask us to be here for longer than we would like. 2-0 draws. You know, it's like when you hurt someone, you put a 2-0 draws. Like, who did we hurt? But anyways, these games will tend to be like this, especially the quarterfinal, first leg of the African CAF Champions League. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Last word from me to you in this particular video is that football gods don't write uninteresting stories. Mikel Kamondi was a co-coach with Unil Toby with the Mamelodi Sundowns. Back when the co-coaching ideas were not that popular in South Africa. In the last 2 years, everyone copied Sundowns, and they started this nonsense of co-coaches. Somewhere around 2006, 2007, there were two coaches who had to step in after Gordon Eggerson left, or whoever left at Sundowns. Those two coaches were Miguel Gamondi and Neil Tovey. They went on to win the league with Sundowns, and they historically became the first co-coaches to win a league in South African football in the Premier Soccer League era. Now, one of those coaches is from Argentina. He is coaching today young Africans. I say football gods don't write uninteresting stories because he may well be the coach who knocks out Sundowns, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. But, you know, I trust football gods to write interesting stories. Who knows? There you go then. We shall see whether or not that will materialize. iDiskiTV, Times, was betting. Thank you very much for watching us.